questions. So, yeah, all right.
We're here with Gina Daleiden, school board candidate for Davis School Board. And I'd like to ask you a first question. Please provide a brief summary of your background and qualifications. And it can be as long as you want.
Oh, see, if you say that to me, we could be here for a couple of hours. I feel old when I talk about it, but so starting at the beginning, I grew up in Davis, and I went to Davis schools. I'm the daughter of two teachers, one who taught in Davis for over 30 years. So I am a Blue Devil through and through, graduated from Davis High School, and my kids also. So I've been I was a very active parent with my children through schools. Started off on PTA president several times, vice president several times, because I really enjoyed the fundraising. So I was at Pioneer Elementary, Holmes Junior High, and Davis Senior High School. And very active in district committees as well, superintendent, parent advisory, curriculum and instruction at the high school. Gosh, I can't even remember them all now. And then ran for school board the last time we had elections, 2005, I think that was. And I have been for one term on the Davis School Board, and my, I think, greatest qualification is that we have, I believe, over the last 5 years, been one of the highest functioning government bodies around. I'm very proud of how well we work together. We are a team. We don't always agree, certainly, but we discuss the issues, and out of that we find common ground. We figure out what's best for our kids in our district and move forward. So we've really faced some of the toughest economic times in history, as you probably know. And we've been able to balance the budget every year, as well as protect the high quality of our Davis programs for our kids. And I'm very proud of that. I think, you know, if everybody brings something different to the table in a 5-member board. That's the beauty of it. And I think my strengths probably have to do with relationship building, building coalitions. I know it's very much a cliche. I am a people person. I love people. And I know our schools really well, and I think we've done a fine job of uniting the community in terms of stepping up when we've needed it, not just financially, but also contributing time and effort to the schools. We've worked very closely with our staff in a difficult time, with our teachers and our school site staff. We probably, I would have to say that this board has been through, particularly Gina, Sheila, Tim, and I support the re-election of both of my board colleagues, have been through some things that I don't think any other local electeds have in a very long time, and I think we've made fairly bold and courageous decisions. We brought some very effective people into the district, hired 2 really great superintendents that we believe, James Hammond and now Winfred Roberson, and we backfilled Winfred at the high school, and so we feel like we put a really strong team into place. And I think in decision making, I hear from a lot of people, but I'm also pretty decisive, and I think that that's been the hallmark really of the 3 and the boards that we've been on, is to be careful with decisions, but to also be decisive and to move forward so that we don't get stuck and have unintended consequences. Along with my colleague Sheila Allen, we've both been the board subcommittee for the parcel tax for the last 2 go-rounds, and the board subcommittee in terms of the work that the district does to move the parcel tax forward that way and put it on the ballot. And then personally, as private citizens, we've also been co-coordinators of both Q and W campaigns. So in terms of long-term sustainability for our district. So I'll stop there unless you have any
well,
more
explain, given the difficulty you found in this past year with the budget.
Yes.
Oh, do you have something?
I forgot one other part that I
Go
wanted
ahead.
to add. The other qualification, because I do feel pretty strongly about this, is that in my day job, I am deputy supervisor for District 4 in Davis, and that job has given me a whole different perspective on children's issues, and I not only deal with the educational part, but also with justice, social services, and health. And so sometimes I'm looking at the same issues of the same population from different vantage points and a different set of skills and the expertise that I gain in my day job. So, day job, that's just it is. Sometimes it wraps into evening, and school board is in the day sometimes. But that is, I think that is something that I bring to the board, is that kind of broader look at children's issues that way.
So given how difficult the last year has been in terms of balancing the budget with no relief in sight, explain why exactly you would want to be reelected to school board, or why you're actually running. Yeah, actually is the more serious question.
Yeah, that your way of saying what's wrong with me? Yeah.
No, just
no. You know, okay, so here's the thing. I already said that I grew up here, my mom taught here, my kids went here, I went here. I love this school district, and I mean that sincerely and completely. So my heart is in this district. It's with our students, it's with our families, and really it's with my Davis community. So as long as I feel like I have something more to give, I'm willing to do it in terms of the challenges that come forward. And I feel like right now it's a really critical time. It's a time for the people who have the experience and the skills to tough it out a little bit longer with the rest of our community to make sure that we protect our school system for our kids. And I think the same kind of high energy that I've brought to the school district is very much there, and I constantly think of, okay, not only how can we maintain what we have, but how do we always get better. And though it's been difficult, it's been, we're outside, so I've got the wind blown effect. I'm really proud of the teamwork that we've established, and I think that we have it's a critical moment for our district. We are going to need to work on some more of the local funding options, meaning parcel tax, and whether we're going to roll them together or increase so that we can cover some of the state budget cuts. That's important. We have made some definite cultural changes in the district in terms of increasing the service ethic and making sure that we serve all of our kids and our families well. The communication is much better, and I want to move that along. And then we just hired a brand new superintendent, and we want to be there for him and keep the district running smoothly. So I think we've got a really good thing going. The three of us that are up for re-election have been there for one term, and the other two for half a term. So we're here to finish what we started, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So if